Bueno, ya empezamos. Hi everyone, hello and welcome to Jennifer's Personal Power Life Coaching Wellness segment. So today we are in the kitchen and I wanted to show everyone our new family juicer, which is this one. I feel like a presenter. So thanks for tuning in, and this is a really fun weekend video, and Happy New Year to everyone in advance of the 2020, which is just around the corner, about 2 days away. So, usted lo puede mover, mami.
Oh, okay.
Sígame en lo que estoy haciendo.
Oh, está bien.
And so, this is the new family juicer. I mentioned previously in my video that I was contemplating getting my family a new juicer, and so this is the one. And now we've retired the Oster, which gave us amazing, great service for the past, I think, 2 years. And so this is the new one. It is also, it's a great machine now that we figured out how to make it work optimally, and it is slow rotating and it's very quiet, so it does not make a lot of noise at all, which makes it easy for you to juice in the morning if you are concerned about making a lot of noise in the morning and disturbing other members of the household. Otherwise, it's it's very compact. This is the Omega. I don't have the number handy, but it's a nice color. They come in silver and red. I ordered it on Amazon, and we've been having fun with it already. We ordered it, we got it for Christmas, and yeah, so today we are going to just make a juice because I wanted to create a juice. Actually, last night it came to me. I wanted to make a really green juice with broccoli and collard greens, but now the collard greens went bad. So then we also have a lot of beetroot. So this is why we're gonna do beetroot, which is a really awesome vegetable. It's a root vegetable, so it's in season. And just to give you a look at the beetroot, so we've got our marvelous beetroot. I've made videos before on the beetroot, just plain beetroot juice, and it's really helpful to track your bowel transit time if you have it on an empty stomach, the juice. And ideally it's optimal if you juice it at home, because when you buy the juices like at the supermarket or at a store, they've been pasteurized more likely than not, and they've been submitted to this high pressurized system to make it sellable in the mass market, and so it's not as quickly perishable. So anyhow, it's always best and ideal to juice your own at home if you can, and then leaving buying at a store as a next and last recourse. So without further ado, we're going to make the juice, and we're just going to, so the key with this machine, actually you have to be very mindful because you have to cut the produce, you have to cut the things in small pieces, and that will help the machine to work the best, and you don't have to keep cleaning it all the time. So this is true for all the foods like celery, the apple, the carrot, especially if they're fibrous with green plant matter, because if it is long and stringy and you put in the long strings, it'll catch in the turning mechanism in the rotator, and then it gets jammed, and then you have to take things out and clean it, and it becomes a lengthier process and more cumbersome. So you don't want that. You just want one seamless juicing experience to make up to, this capacity is 35 ounces, which is pretty awesome. So we're gonna do that. And 35 ounces is more than a quart, slightly more than a quart. So you really get a good batch in this one. You can juice a cup for yourself or your family member, keep one for later, or just make one for you, one for the other, and then save your 16 ounces for the next occasion. All right, so we're gonna turn it on. And as you can see, it is slow rotating, so it doesn't make that much noise, and already the food is being, right here it's juiced and pressed, and wow, it looks like something got stuck in there. So let me use the little love it when you actually have the tools that are the beneficial things for receiving and getting the outcome that you're intending for. So like, we got our nice handy little tamper there. All right, so you just keep pushing in the little parts. And this is really great. So, little bits and pieces, as you can see. Here we have our pulp already coming out. Which is great. And slowly but surely, you see this is like really dry as compared to the previous pulp that we used to get, which was much wetter. And now we're getting much drier, which means more liquid extraction, more juice extraction, more enzyme extraction, and also preservation of the enzymes because you're not heating it up from the rotating action. Let me see. It requires more pushing in. So I guess the beetroot is a bit, I just have to be mindful to put the pieces in the correct direction. That was about, we had like 2 moderate beetroots. Beetroot, and you know what? We're going to add a tomato because we've got this tomato right here. And you can see how the tomato will juice. So today we're making beetroot tomato juice. So that's what we're gonna do now. Delicious, amazing. I love tomatoes. Tomatoes are awesome. And that's what we got. So, shall we open? Wow! Take a look at that, friends. Now be careful with the red beetroot because it will stain. Of course, it's washable. It's easily washable, but you know, if you're dressed up, you don't want to change again, then you just gotta wear your kitchen apron. So we've got, now the tomato is super moist, it's super wet. As you can see, it's not a dry food at all, as compared in difference to the beetroot. And yet, it also generates some juice, which you can see right there. And we're just gonna take some more beetroot here. And beetroot juice is really good for cleansing the liver and the kidneys. However, it's not ideal or suitable for all people. For instance, when my mother has beetroot juice, just like this straight up, it can really give her nausea and it's just not good for her. So she doesn't have it, but it's totally fine when I have it, and same for my father. So different people have different bodies, different digestion, different nervous systems, different organs. And so yeah, so that's, so if you look in here, I'll show you, the tomato is down there. You see the dry pulp there, and then it can focus. There it is, hocus pocus focus. We got red on red here. I'm just gonna dip in and grab that. So take a look at that, friends. Isn't that, see? It's kind of dry, more or less. And you get the seeds. So, hi Julie. Hey, hey. So, look at that. Beautiful red. Amazing. And the foaminess. I love the foaminess. Yeah. So this is nearly 16 ounces, but we're not going to do 16 ounces today. We're just gonna finish at that. And then it also has the reverse gear. If anything gets jammed up, you reverse, it backs it up, and then you continue with the on. So that's it. So we're happy with it now that we know how to juice properly. We've got the beetroot that's quite dry, much drier than it used to be. So, you know, the machine that you use really does matter. Alrighty. So we're just gonna give that a whirl without scraping the sides. It's all beetroot and tomato, so it's all very nice. Now I'm gonna grab a glass, and I know, we're gonna use a special glass today. So if you're there tuned in, we're gonna use a special holiday glass. So I'm just gonna give it a rinse. Alrighty, with lots of love and joy. So off we go to the finished product. So cheers to everyone, right? So the pulp. This spout is closed, so there's no spillage from whatever might remain on the inside. We've got our beautiful red juice. Look at that. The beetroot is awesome. And so let's serve it up. All right. Si puedes ver, ma. Alrighty. Wow, look at that. Oh my God, it's just about the amount. Isn't that phenomenal? Now I'm going to remove my gloves because it looks kind of clumsy or bulky. But yeah, there you go. So this is our beetroot juice, and it looks nice and foamy and in a nice beautiful glass for the new year. Let's give it a taste. Beetroot tomato juice. So it's going to be nice and cleansing. I've never done this combination with tomato, so I love it. I love tomato. I already love it, and I haven't tried it yet. So yeah, I know I'm going to love it because I know they're good. So they're good for you. So I invite you to try it out. Have yourself a juice. If not tomato, you can do another similar hued fruit or vegetable. But tomato was there just next to the machine, so I thought, why not? And I love it. Let's use that tomato up. Mmm. Wow. Well, that's quite phenomenal. Now, it's very light. The tomato gives it a very watery element. Whereas beetroot, when you just do the beetroot by itself, it's very rich and thick. And but this one is watered down because of the tomato, so it's light. It's very light feeling. So yeah. So I think it's probably really good for our liver and our stomach, our internal organs, and I like it. It's lighter. It's lighter. So I'm just gonna take now, show you in. So let's take a look at the pulp one more time. Yeah. So without further ado, let us finish. So all is well. We've got our glass with our beetroot tomato juice. It's mostly beetroot, only one medium to smallish tomato, red tomato. And I wanted to preserve the red color. So that's it. Mission accomplished, friends, with our new Omega juicer with the new juicing machine. As you can see, it's performing superbly well, so thanks to God, thanks to the universe. And if you have decided to get your own juicer, congratulations. Maybe for the new year, this is what is coming about. And so I'm happy for us, I'm happy for you. And you just can't go wrong with beetroot juice, unless it's too strong for your tummy, all right? So proceed with caution. If it's the first time you're trying these concentrated ingredients, then try out a small batch, try out a small amount, maybe half a cup. If you're particularly concerned, if it's herbs that might really be strong as a detoxing agent in your body, and then increase to 8 ounces, and then you could have 16 ounces. And with celery juice, it's really wonderful. It's so light, so beneficial, so just unequivocally positive for your body. You could just start off with 16 ounces and you'd be doing great. The only issue I've heard from people is that they don't like the taste. But it's actually so good. Like, the lighter it is, if you just juice the stalks and not the leaves, then you get a sweeter celery juice. So give it a go. You just never know until you try. And that's the key in life, is to try things before we judge them. All right, so thanks for tuning in with myself, and one final look at our beetroot. And yeah, so that's what we've got. Over and out. Eat your greens, eat your veggies and fruits, and have a great day and a happy, joyous, amazing new year. See you soon, and thank you for tuning in to me, to Jennifer at Personal Power Life Coaching for Wellness. Take care. See you soon.